Hi, this is Makona Spokane, the leader and the founder of the Young Men Empowerment Forum. I'm dealing with part 4 today of this great topic, things you need to deal with in your life. Things that you need to deal with in your life. I'm dealing with part 4 today, and I hope you'll find this inspiring as well and very important to use in your life. This will catapult you to greatness. This will actually encourage you and inspire you to become a better person in your life as we speak about part 4 of this great topic. The first thing that I want you to deal with in your life right now is thinking you are not good enough. These thoughts that tells you you're not good enough. And I want you to deal with the spirit of thinking that you're not good enough, because this is a spirit of discrediting you. It's a spirit of discouragement. It's a spirit that steals the energy from you. And this spirit will therefore make you to doubt yourself. It will make you to lose what we call confidence. It will make you to lose your own self-image. And by so doing, it will destroy you not to try anything in life. Now, this type of spirit, what it does, it also makes you to compare yourself so much with other people. And each time you compare yourself with other people, you start to see as if others are doing much better than yourself. And you start to think that others are good enough while you're not good enough. But this is the lie from the devil. And I want to urge you as a young man today to run away from this type of a spirit that tells you you're not good enough. Now the question is, good enough compared to what? Good enough compared to who? Because you are a unique individual. You are a young man who is unique. You are born for a purpose. And God has actually made sure that there's a purpose for your life. There's a destiny of your life that is totally different from others. You showed up on earth for a purpose. So in other words, you were not born by mistake. You didn't show up on earth by mistake. So therefore, I want to urge you that you understand this, that you are different from others. You are actually a purposeful person. You are a visionary of note. You have got something to offer to this life. So therefore, you cannot start now thinking that you're not good enough. Now, good enough in your own area. Can I say this? That every one of us is born a leader, but we are born leaders in our own purposes. So in other words, whenever you find your purpose, you'll shine in it. You'll be able to become the man in it as a young man. So you will be actually a star of your own purpose. So therefore, you cannot say you are not good enough by comparing yourself with people's purposes, with people's talents and work. Because if you're going to compare yourself with other people, they are not the same like you. For an example, if you're going to compare yourself with a soccer player while you are a cricket player, you are actually misplaced. And that thought is so misplaced, because you may not be good in football, but you are a cricketer, and therefore you are good in cricket. And therefore you'll realize that a soccer player admires you when it comes to cricket, because you are a specialist in cricket and he's a specialist in football. So therefore you're not good enough, yes, in football, because you're good enough in cricket. So in other words, you're good enough overall because there's something that you're good enough in. So don't pick up only one thing that you are not capable of doing. Don't pick up something that you don't have a talent in and think that you're not good enough by comparing yourself with people that are having talents in that area. That will destroy your mindset. That will destroy your energy. It will destroy your image. And you'll feel like not continuing with life because you will overall tell yourself you're not good enough. Let me say this, that when you are not good enough in one area, it doesn't mean that you overall are not good enough, or it doesn't mean that your life is not good enough as well. I want to emphasize this, that's very important, that you need to be careful of not condemning yourself, because the spirit of condemnation is quite dangerous in us. It has actually stolen our joy. It has removed our self-image. It has actually kicked out our confidence. And most of the people actually end up being depressed in their lives because of this spirit that tells you you're not good enough. Now, as a young man, I want to tell you today that you're good enough. And please think so, speak so, and believe so that you're good enough. And when you start to believe that you're good enough, think that you're good enough, and speak that you're good enough, then you are good enough. And you will be good enough in your life. And I want to tell you now that that will bring confidence in you, and that confidence will help you to become even more good enough and be able to be successful in everything that you do. You are good enough, my friend. So don't hear your thoughts. Don't hear people saying you're not good enough. I'm telling you now, you are good enough because you're good enough. The next thing that I want to speak about as a young man that you should deal with right now is thinking you have no purpose in your life. There are people that are thinking that they've got no purpose. And immediately you think that you've got no purpose, you start to find no reason of living. Now, many people that have killed themselves, that have committed suicide, are the people that have been attacked by this type of a spirit, the spirit that is a lie from the devil, that tells them that they've got no purpose. Now, I want to emphasize to you as a young man that every one of us showed up on earth for a purpose. It doesn't matter whether you were born from a single mother. It doesn't matter as a young man whether you were born from a poor family. And some of you might have been born even as a result of rape. But the fact that you were kept in your mother's womb, you were born to show up in this earth, it means that there's a purpose for you, and that purpose is given by God. You may not have discovered that purpose, but hang on. Before you discover your purpose, it doesn't mean that your purpose is not there. It's just meaning that you didn't discover your purpose yet. So please hang around. Make sure that you discover your purpose. Search for your purpose until you discover it, and you'll find meaning in life. Now, the saying or this thought of saying you're not having a purpose in life is a lie, because there's nobody who could have showed up in this world, in this earth, without a purpose, because every one of us are born for a purpose. Now, I want you to realize that those that are seeming to have found their purpose, it doesn't mean that they are better than you. Immediately you start finding your purpose as well, you'll start swimming in your purpose like a fish in water. Most of the things become difficult until we find our purpose. Now, as a young man, I want you to make it your mission, make it your assignment to find your purpose and to really make sure that you look and search for your purpose. And when you found your purpose, you'll realize that life become even more exciting. Don't allow thoughts that will tell you you've got no purpose. Because immediately you are told that you've got no purpose, the spirit that will make you feel that you are useless will encounter you, and it will actually encompass you to an extent that it will cause depression in you. I want you, as a young man, to know that you've got a purpose in life, and therefore, please, there's no reason for you to be depressed. There's no reason for you to feel worthless. There's no reason for you to feel like there's no need to live anymore. There's still a lot to live for. But hang on there. You will actually get the purpose of your life. And if you need some counseling or maybe even some coaching about finding a purpose and so on, so please find a coach around you. Please find somebody who can actually assist you in coaching you about purpose. Somebody will coach you. We speak about a life coach here. Somebody will coach you into understanding how much worth you are, and also how purposeful you are, and how you can find your purpose as well. This is very important, because sometimes we are stuck, we cannot find our purposes because we just don't know how. But there are people out there, especially coaches, human coaches or personal coaches, and those type of people can actually assist you. They can sit down with you and start challenging you in your life, start investigating in your life by asking you questions, and they may guide you and lead you towards you finding your purpose. And when you find your purpose, life shall never be the same again. You will be a different person. Your approach will be different. But please, just don't believe the lie that you've got no purpose in your life. Every one of us have got a purpose. And that's the reason why we showed up in this world and we are alive. And that's the reason why you are alive as a young man and you have got a purpose that God wants you to fulfill in this life. May the good Lord bless you. I want to end up here today. Your host, Maikona Spogane. Thank you very much for listening to us. This was, of course, part 4 of this great topic. We'll wrap it up tomorrow with part 5. Please join us tomorrow as we deal with part 5. May the good Lord bless you, and cheers for now.